everybody. Welcome to Wake Up and Get Real with Kelly Catrone and Justine Bateman. Today,
Bag Nazi. This is why I moved to New York.
for the post headlines.
Intelligent, intelligent headlines. Bag Nazi.
Why are they pulling the Nazis into this?
He
Steven
was like
Slater.
me. He was like me at the hotel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, where you're like, I didn't get my wake up call, motherfucker.
Where's my coffee? It's
So,
up to shoot.
so Steven Slater decides he's had enough of these passengers and deploys the inflatable slide, grabs a couple of beers, and jumps off the plane. It jumps off the plane as it's on the ground. It's not in flight.
I started a cleanse, a Frank Lipman cleanse today.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's probably full of mulberries.
Now, Kelly, you had an encounter on an unnamed airline recently.
Yeah. People are begging for their lives. It's hell out there, which is why I keep telling people to buy a flip cam. I don't know why. It's a new consumer base.
Listen,
You know,
I can't believe nobody recorded this freak out. It was all
I,
the phones.
I know, but you know what?
So
I
disappointed.
did Judith Reagan's. I did Judith Reagan's radio show last week, and I talked about the thing on the non-disclosed airline where I had to defend myself because I asked a flight attendant. Your mom also, Vicky, used to be a flight attendant. I
That's
asked.
right.
Could I please have some electricity? Please, I'm a little beggar in row 44 who has an office emergency, and I would like to please just borrow a little bit of electricity. And do you know what I was told? I was told, that with all my 400,000 miles on this certain airline, that all of the passengers in business class you were there, they were resting comfortably, and that they didn't want to wake them up to share their electricity with me. I was like, do you think that I really am expecting you to go wake up your business class passengers and share me with my little babushka and the little potato section of row 44? Do I even think that I am, that I'm deserving? I don't think that. I said, but why can't you do it where you heat up your little IKEA Swedish meatballs that you're passing off as beef stroganoff to people for $14.95 by your famous chef? She was like, bet. And then all of a sudden one thing led to another, and somebody said, oh, I think this girl's on a TV show. Next thing you know, she came back and goes, oh,
Ugh.
I think I can help you. After degrading me, I said, you know what? I don't want your help anymore. Forget it. Come on. Let's not do this. Let's not pretend we like each other now. I think he was like, breaker 1-9.
To the motherfucker that called me a motherfucker, right?
I think it was a really passive-aggressive outro. I think he thanked everybody who'd been kind and then alluded to the few who weren't, specifically the one who hit him over the head. I do think that chick needs to be arrested. I want to see her. I want to see this little... And I guarantee you that she had a faux Louis Vuitton bag. I just think she was like one of those people. It's like...
Yeah, I had a thing recently where I wrote a letter to the airlines because this flight attendant was so condescending and about, shutting my phone off. She shut it off, and I go, okay, I'm just, I'm just like about to hit send, you know what I mean? There was a, whatever, the door wasn't closed yet, still a couple of people sitting down, and she goes, everybody is waiting. And
Right.
I said, I don't think anybody's waiting for me. I said, look, I'm shutting it off, okay? I'm shutting it off. And she goes, let me see it. Show it to me. And I was like, fuck. I go, here, you want to look at it? I said,
Right.
your attitude is like out of control. And she was like, just...
That goes in their file. That goes in their file.
And I know that because my mom was a flight attendant, so I know it goes in your file and it stays with you. So, I thought long and hard about writing the letter, and then I went, fuck it, man. I just felt like she was so condescending, her attitude and everything. And I did not hit her in the head with a bag or anything like that.
But the power of the pen can be just as violent. Ava and I, we went on an airline, and we ran. Do you remember this, Ava? And the door was slightly open, and so we got on. And the flight attendant came right up to us, and she said, you can't get on this flight. The door was closed. I said, what do you think I am, Casper the Friendly Ghost? And then she said, well, you couldn't have got on. This door was closed. I said, what do you think we did? Walk through a metal door? The door was open. Mm-hmm. So you have to let us on. And what did she do? She made us get off.
She's like, you have to take a different flight.
And Ava started crying. And now every time we go to the airport, this is what I have to hear. Are we going to miss the plane? Are they going to close the door in our face? Are we going to be okay? Right? See?
Well, Ava, just get your pilot's license. You can fly yourself.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a helicopter.
Yeah,
That's gonna be Mommy's helicopter. We're gonna call it the helicopter.
You're not flying one.
Why? You wouldn't fly with me? Well, that's not very nice. I'm not gonna drive you to camp tomorrow then.
Oh no, I love you, Mommy. I love you.
Forget it. You're stuck.
No,
I'm the center of your universe. You're dependent on me for
I'll
everything.
go on a helicopter.